his opponent. He's the last of the 300. This is Spartan!
Extremely, Zac Hayle, probably only a matter of time before he wins single gold. An extremely good competitor in his own right as a singles competitor and a tag team competitor. And Spartan here, primarily known for his power and his speed, but his technical game is absolutely on point, and Zac Hayle clearly understands that and is taking Spartan down to the mat and almost out-technicaling Spartan, which is not something you see very often. Zac Hayle applauding himself a little bit there, but Spartan staying right on the young man, straight on there with a hammerlock. Zac Hayle, he is bringing the technical more than he normally does. And is this a bit of a strategy here from Zac Hayle to neutralize Spartan's technical ability? Maybe force Spartan out of the technical game that he normally starts a match with and into something more of Zac Hayle's forte. Nice clean break there from Spartan. Clearly understanding the rules, get hailed into the corner on the ropes and break the offense a little bit there now. Both men starting back from scratch with a bit of a test of strength now. And Zac Hayle clearly understood. I was about to say, if I was Zac Hayle, I wouldn't want to test of strength with Spartan. He's a very, very strong man. But Zac breaking the test of strength straight away, muscling Zac down. Muscling Spartan down, I should say. And both of these men are really, really evenly matched. They're both grappling for control. And this sort of technical game right at the start of the match, you know, not necessarily going to win you a match unless you can lock in a really devastating submission hold, but it grinds your opponent down, it slows them down, and it really gets in the head. If you can assert yourself as the dominant player at the beginning of the match through this technical offense, it does a lot to weigh on your opponent's mind. And Spartan there, almost a little bit of a disrespectful break of that hold, but having words with the referee. And Spartan now jaw-jacking with the crowd a little bit. Using that as an opportunity to get his breath back. But I tell you what, that allows Zac Hayle to get his breath back as well. I don't know if they're calling now for a test of strength, but Spartan rolling straight out of whatever that was going to be. I think neither of these men know what to make of each other at this point. They haven't Neither of them have got one up on the other one, both jockeying for control, but again, Zac Hayle getting the best of that. Getting the best of that exchange with a takedown on a Spartan. And trying to get a heel hook on a Spartan. Oh, locking that with his legs. Zac Hayle rolling through and transitioning that to the heel hook on top of Spartan and rolling over almost to an ankle lock. The Spartan breaking that expertly there. I don't think I've ever seen a break of an ankle lock quite like that. Oh! I don't know if Zac Hayle was expecting more technical offense at that point, but Spartan has had enough, going straight for that vicious shoulder block. Oof. I think Spartan was thinking about whether or not he wanted to break that respectfully or not, and decided against it. Spartan now targeting the shoulder of Zac Hayle, twisting it around. Oh! Taking Zac Hayle down, and normally you'd see on a shoulder block, the opponent, the wrestler would let go of the move, allow their opponent to fall down, but Spartan maintaining wrist control and staying right on to Zac Hayle, going straight back to the shoulder. Left shoulder there of Zac Hayle. And Spartan now bringing that technical game and that power game to play. Spartan understands he's the bigger man and is using his body weight to full advantage. Not only wrenching on that shoulder, but you see how he's sort of leaning over Zac Hayle. It means his body weight is on top of Zac Hayle. It makes it so Zac Hayle has to roll forward in order to break the hold, not necessarily roll back. And Spartan maintaining wrist control again with another one of those shoulder blocks. And Spartan now has decided on a strategy, targeting Zac Hayle, and is masterfully executing it. You can see now again Spartan using his body weight, leaning over Zac Hayle and standing on the opposite arm of Hayle so he can't get the ropes. This is a masterful strategy there from Spartan, but Zac able to get his foot to the ropes, break the hold. That was a masterful strategy of Spartan there, stopping Zac Hayle to get to the ropes. And he probably knew that Zac could do it with his legs, but those extra few seconds in a submission hold can be all the difference between hurt and injury. Zac Hayle trying to get himself some breathing room with that big drop kick on a Spartan, clearly stunning the bigger man. Zac Hayle following up with a big back elbow. I know Spartan got a little bit of flourish there, trying to disorientate Zac Hayle. I think disorientated the crowd and Zac Hayle at that point. But that shotgun drop kick took Zac Hayle down. I think Zac was still trying to figure out what Spartan was doing. I tell you what, your offense doesn't have to... you don't have to know what the offense is. If it's effective and it puts your opponent down, then it's good enough. And Spartan clearly doesn't want to win by countout. Or maybe understand that Zac was probably going to get in the ring and break the 10 count and staying on the young man. Oh, and a vicious European uppercut there from Spartan onto Zac. And Zac Hayle looks stunned. Zac Hayle looks absolutely stunned after that shotgun dropkick. And Spartan now calling a shot, saying he's going to slam Zac Hayle. This is an exposed wooden basketball court floor. Oh, my God. In the ring, there's a little bit of give, but on the floor, there is nothing. It's just floor. Spartan slamming Zac Hayle down. That is, if Zac Hayle wasn't already out of it from that uppercut and that shotgun dropkick, that slam probably did it. Spartan understanding they're going for a really nice tight cover. Not quite enough. Maybe a little bit slow getting him in the ring there. Zac Hayle powering out. Oof! The viciousness there of Spartan. stomping on the hand of Zac. Spartan, as much as he's a friendly guy, loves to play with the crowd, play with his opponents, he is a vicious, vicious man when he gets going. Oh my God! Oof! And Spartan picking Zac Hayle up by the injured arm. And I tell you what, it was only up for like a second and a half. But you don't need to be up for long when your entire body weight is hanging off an injured shoulder. And if Zac Hayle's... if Zac's shoulder wasn't injured already, it is now. Following up the big suplex. The veteran pin there from Spartan, locking in the arm, forcing Zac to use the offside to kick out, which is right where Spartan's body weight is. Makes it a lot harder to kick out. And Spartan there delivering another of those European uppercuts. I don't know if you saw there, a little bit of a cheeky back elbow in the corner. Oof! Another European uppercut. Zac looks out on his feet, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he knows where he is. He's just moving on instinct at this point. Oh, he knows well enough where he is to deliver that. Deliver that big kick right to the chest of Spartan. Maybe Zac was playing a little bit of possum. Another kick from Zac Hayle. Zac Hayle's kicks are vicious. When he gets going, he is hard to stop, and those kicks will take it out of you. Oh! Zac was going for a bit of a penalty kick there, a bit of a football kick. Spartan clever enough to catch it, but that back heel kick has taken Spartan. He might be out of it, completely out of it. Zac, you need to go for a cover at this point. But the damage that Spartan has dealt to Zac Hayle, Zac is not quick enough. He has not got the wherewithal to get to the pinfall on Spartan. Giving Spartan time to recover and get to his feet, but Zac still in control. Zac getting under Spartan there. Spartan, I thought Zac was going to try and jump over Spartan, but Spartan clearly caught him and looked like maybe headbutted him right in the sternum. Oh my God! And that cannonball that Spartan has started using recently, devastating right into the corner. That was a close 2 count. That cannonball that Spartan just delivered to Zac Hayle was devastating. And Spartan now is clearly calling a shot now, looking like he's warming up for the spear. Devastating spear that has won him many, many matches in his time. Zac Hayle saw it coming with a bit of a sunset flip. Spartan countering out of that with a pinfall of his own. Both of these men back to their feet, but Zac a little bit faster than jumping enziguri. Spartan not... Oh, and there's the spear from Spartan, cutting Zac in half.
Your winner of the match, Spartan!
And what a maneuver there. Zac Hayle thought he was in control, whipping Spartan off the ropes, but Spartan with a devastating spear right through Zac Hayle. And this match, ladies and gentlemen, was hard fought. This could have gone either way at any point in time. But Spartan now the IPW Heavyweight Champion. Another singles victory. And a well-earned singles victory over Zac Hayle. Zac must be disappointed in himself, but I tell you what, the young man fought damn hard. Needs to get that shoulder checked out, though. The offense that Spartan was delivering to that shoulder was devastating. But Spartan, again, standing tall tonight. And there we go, Spartan switching gears there, going from the absolute devastating offense that he was delivering throughout that match to smiling and playing with the crowd.